Hello everyone, starting where we left off last week, which is in Istanbul, here in a coffee shop and a bookstore, which is called Minoa. So I had a breakfast there with Susan, and after that had a coffee and then visited this kovada mantı café, or like a restaurant where we had some mantı, which is Turkish dumplings. After that we walked to a mall to buy a suit, because although prices in Turkey are more expensive now, it's still cheaper to get a suit there. And then we walked across this gallery slash exhibition by a French artist, which was quite nice. And then of course food, this time at Hacıbaşar. It's located in Şişli. It's a restaurant which was insanely nice. There were not too many locals, but I think because it's a little bit more expensive nowadays. But the food was really good. And then again, lots of drinks, food, coffee, tea, all day long. That was on Monday, and then the next day, this is on Monday, because here's where we're checking in at Pera Palace, which is this very iconic romantic hotel built in 18 something. It had a bathtub in the shower, which was really insane. But it really feels like you're in a museum, or even like part of a movie set. It was really, really beautiful. That was one of the things that Suzanne always wanted to visit, this hotel. So that's what we did. And then in the afternoon again, of course, food, walked around at the Taksim Square and Istiklal Caddesi. The hotel also had a gym, so it was nice that after not going for the gym for a few days, I could hit the gym again, get a little bit of exercise, use the spa, the pool, and all of that jazz. And then again went out for a walk. We went to Kikirik. It's a restaurant in Karaköy, and money value wise maybe the best restaurant we visited, because the food was really insane. The people who run the restaurant are really polite and very chill. And I think for all of the food that you're seeing here, we paid, I think, 15 per person, if it's not more or less. And then again, just walk around. So this is towards Sultanahmet, where we didn't stay too much, but on Monday we walked around a little bit there, and then we visited this rooftop bar, which was very, very techy, but actually also fun. Of course, visit the Galata Tower, and then back in the hotel. This is on Tuesday morning. This is Suzanne's birthday, so getting a coffee for her and then walking to the first destination, which is Van Kahvaltı Evi, where we had a really nice Turkish breakfast. After that, we walked around a little bit, and then we came across this shop which was selling very old film posters from the 70s, 80s. So we bought a few of those, which you'll see maybe in a future video. And then in the elevator back from the spa again at the hotel. And the hotel was so nice to give Susie a cake as well. And then in the evening we went to a dervish show. This is called Hacıbaşar. It's in Fatih. Quite a touristic event. but nonetheless very nice. I think it's a great experience. Definitely recommend going there. It's a little bit expensive, I think, like 1,000 liras per person, which comes down to about 30 euros. But still, definitely a thing that you should have seen once in your life. And then from there, from the dervish show on Suzanne's birthday, we went to Murver. This is a restaurant recommended by Michelin Guide. Really insanely nice dishes with lots of fish and beef and a few vegetarian ones. So this is the octopus, which normally I don't like too much, but the way they made it was really insane. And a beautiful view of Istanbul. I think this was Suzanne's favorite dish and this was mine, although I already devoured it after taking this video. And then the dessert was also really insanely nice. And that was it in Istanbul. So we went back on Wednesday morning, took a cab and got to Istanbul airport, which is the first time I actually visit that airport, and I think they try to be like Dubai. It's a huge airport, a bit over the top if you ask me. But then I also forgot how nice and chill Turkish Airlines is compared to all the other airlines, and you had some actually kebab, which is actually really good. Watched Transformers, arrived at The Hague Central, put my vote in, but let's not talk about that. I had to immediately rent a car on that day and went to Utrecht, came back home, made some coffee. Because the next day is the day where we're organizing Inclusive Innovations, which is an event for inclusive tech that has anything to do with accessibility, inclusivity, with a main focus on people who are blind or have low vision. So we organized 2 workshops. One is the I Am Design session, which is about inclusive labor market, which you can see here. And then the second one is the app accessibility workshop by Jesse. So here's Jesse giving a workshop about how accessible apps are, or maybe not. Really wholesome to see that the workshops were actually really popular, which we didn't expect. So a lot of people came for these workshops and the design session, a lot of students, but also from companies. The idea was to come up with challenges to make the workplace more inclusive. So we had these sessions of different groups that were working on that, and after that we had a general speaker program hosted by Vanessa, our chief marketing officer, and afterwards there was tech demos. So what you just saw was Kanan, and here is Ayushman from Hable. And then after the general speaker program, there was a quick break, and then coming back to the rest of the program. And here are students from The Hague University, which I'm actually doing a project with, showing the project to other people. That was Inclusive Innovations, came back home super tired. Then the next day, a lot of wind, so as you can see, even the guitar on the wall was moving, because I live on the 22nd floor. In the evening, after work, visited Marlene's place for Friendsgiving. She made really nice chicken. We played FIFA with the boys and had a lot of fun. And this is also where Kees announced that he will become a dad. Here I'm cutting the chicken, although I'm not very professional in that, I have to admit. And then the next morning, beautiful rainbow, making a coffee, and then heading to Aachen. The coffee actually I bought from Turkey, from Parsa Coffee Roasters. I also bought another bag from Just Coffee Roaster in Besiktas. And going forward, this is already in Aachen, dinner and celebrating Suzanne's birthday with my in-laws. A lot of nice cakes, food, and then we went to a restaurant called Genghis Khan, where we had some honey pepper chicken and some shrimp dish, which was really nice. So that was it for this week. The last 3 days in Istanbul, coming back, organizing the Inclusive Innovations event, visiting friends in Amsterdam, and then celebrating Suzanne's birthday on Saturday with family. And it's Sunday already, which means uploading this video and saying the last thing that needs to be said. Ciao ciao, bye bye.